It was only this last week when I was told by the neurosurgeon in Bristol that they don't think that I have a brain tumour after all, and that the health issue that I've got at the moment is a much smaller thing. But when 18 months ago I was told that I suffered a stroke, which didn't really add up, but I think it was the only thing they could come up with, and probably impacted me more to the feeling of, if I needed even more reminding, we are here for a while, we have a space of time. How we fill that time, what we do with the time that we've been given, becomes even more into focus. And then 12 months later, I had a second episode, this is now 3-4 months ago, in Kenya, and the stroke diagnosis was passed away, and then it appeared I had a brain tumour. So, with the possibility of surgery, and again, I suppose, this same feeling of why would I do anything with my life other than that which feels significant, meaningful and important? How do I fill my days? What feels superfluous? What do I need to drop away, and all these things? And now I seem to be offered some kind of reprieve, and maybe it's not a tumour, and I don't need an operation, and I'll have a brain scan in another 6 months. But in a way, I don't feel like anything's different. So I am someone that has come to know what I really love, though I still feel I am on the journey of deepening that. I feel that a whole big piece of what I'm seeking to do really is to read, to speak again, to talk again, and re-knit some of our ancient history into the time now. So there's an ancient part of me, I feel, and an old part of me that somehow reaches back into the past. It's not a desire to live in the past. I'm happy to live, although that was true once, but I like living now. But it is as if in the society that I've been born into, we have no sense or extremely constricted sense of our past. So all of these parts of myself, it's why my fascination with indigenous cultures and indigenous spiritual traditions, and with our land and how she looked over ages past, and my sense of familiarity with that land, that I know this land as it was before, and why I'm so concerned, I suppose, now towards the future that we are creating. See, because we speak a lot about leadership here at Embercombe, and leadership, it can be a rather toxic word. It's certainly, we've suffered a lot under leaders of all, whether religious, political, military. But when we speak about leaders, we speak about a woman. We'd say a leader is any woman or man of integrity who embodies that integrity in their day-to-day, moment-by-moment actions and life. I think there's probably very few things more admirable that we meet when we see in life the dignity that is associated with those qualities. I think the happiness comes in knowing that the intention is sincere, and that the actions demonstrate, in my case, my actions demonstrate a person attempting to live in that way. And when I find that I'm not, or it's pointed out to me that I'm not, or I'm just aware, have a nasty feeling that I'm not, the willingness to pause and embrace that, consider it, and then continue. Rather than becoming defeated, feeling somehow cast down, a fraud, because I've never really related very well to the idea of being perfect, or perfection, but wholeness somehow feels rather more attractive and achievable for me.